What's up guys, it's Nate Doggy Dog 52 and I'm back again with another sneaker review. This time it's a sneaker that I've long since been after since I first saw it when I was younger on the feet of none other than NBA power forward Amar'e Stoudemire. So this comes in a red and white Nike sportswear box. Red box, white Nike on the lid. It's also on both sides, smaller on that side and a little bit bigger on that side. I'll let you guys see the box numbers. And what we have right here is the Nike Air Trainer Huarache Premium Quick Strike, US 13, UK 12, official colourway is Wolf Grey Black Volt, style code is 647591 and the colour code is 001. So what we have right here, order form as always from Nike.com. What we have right here is a sneaker that I've been after ever since I can remember, since I was maybe about 10 years old or so. And when I finally found out there was a pair releasing, I was like, I have to have these. So, what we have right here is a Nike Air Trainer Huarache. And the official colourway is Wolf Grey, Black and Volt. This is a quick strike model. More about that in a little sec. Basically, to take you through the sneaker. So Tinker Hatfield shoe. The original Air Huarache, not the Trainer, launched in 1991, as did this. The Huarache itself actually comes from, what it means in Spanish is a traditional Mexican type sandal. And again, the idea behind this came from Tinker Hatfield when he was on a water skiing, when he was out water skiing on a lake. Basically it was to try and get away from what was there at the current time, which was these big, huge, bulky, heavy shoes that were all leather. And we wanted to get away from that and try and cut down and basically give athletes and people who were wearing them at the time exactly what they needed but nothing more. Obviously at that time you were still into these big heavy shoes with very thick midsoles, very coated leather, very solid and things like that. Another thing about this shoe that was somewhat of a game changer was it was decided that it didn't need a Nike swoosh. So basically what they went for is this exoskeleton area around the heel. Basically what that did is that it meant that it was possible to cut out some of the weight that would traditionally be there, and then they used a neoprene inner booty, and they've got a pull tab on the trainer. On the regular Huarache it wasn't, and with the regular Huarache, the Air Huarache itself, that was the first shoe to never have a solid heel counter, so it that was on the sort of a thought line and thought process of what eventually would be the Nike Free. So earlier this year they had a genealogy of free pack launch, so it was all these different shoes including things like the Air Rift, the Sock Racer, the Huarache, all these things that kind of got you on the track to getting towards a Nike Free. So the Huarache was one of them. This particular model, the Trainer Huarache, that was aimed more at people who were doing cross training, running, weightlifting, all these kind of different sports. And they needed a little bit more support. So what you have here is this midfoot strap. It gave you adjustable support, so you could tighten it or loosen it based on what support you need. And the inner booty gave you this nice form fit and close fit. It also meant it was quick drying, and it kept the weight down, as neoprene's not a particularly heavy model. As I said, this model didn't have any sort of Nike swoosh branding on it. It is still one of the very few sneakers out there that doesn't have Nike branding, a Nike swoosh branding on it. Obviously we have the Nike on the strap, and then we've got the swoosh on the back, but originally when this dropped, not this colourway, if you were to remove that back stamp, it wouldn't have had the swoosh on it anywhere, and traditional placement would be on the side or the lateral medial side. So that's that. Obviously the strap was a sort of big deal breaker, and this is what kind of really attracted me to the model, was how sort of different it looked to all other shoes out there in the market. There's been countless sort of collaborations done with NFL players and PEs made for Amar'e Stoudemire and things like that, so it was definitely a very, very cool shoe. In terms of technology, they've got two big Nike Air pods, one in the heel, one in the forefoot, and this was again to try and give you that responsiveness and a little bit of impact protection as well. It's a full length Phylon midsole in this as well, so again a lot of the technology we still use today in performance sneakers you can find in this sneaker, which was released in 1991. This colourway itself is the Cement City or Concrete Jungle Pack. It wasn't directly associated with the Superbowl in New York City, but a lot of people were saying it was, but officially it's the Cement City or Concrete Jungle Pack. So the idea being that it's taking homage to the New York City, which is obviously known as the concrete jungle, all these buildings really, really high and things like that. and then the outsole, the colour was essentially for it to be awake all night. It's always working, there's always lights on, there's always someone busy, you know, the city that never sleeps. And then just to kind of make it official, you've got that NYC with a swoosh going through it on the heel. The upper on these is 3M, so I will include an image at this point just to let you guys see how it looks. A very, very cool sneaker. Definitely worth spending the money on. It's still readily available, pretty much so everywhere. I recently saw a video from Eddie Wynn in a outlet near him. It was available for $40, so definitely this colourway, if it's a sneaker that you do happen to indeed like, then by all means get involved. Just taking the pic right now. Very, very dope sneaker, very, very happy to have this in the collection. It was a must from yesteryear where I had to have it. It was super important I did get this as well. What you do have as well is these kind of deep flex grooves. So again, this is going on this sort of a Nike 3-point where you have the flex groove here, and you also have another one here. So these deep flex grooves are basically to encourage natural motion and allow that freedom to move. But yeah, that's pretty much it on this one. Again, it was a childhood must cop. So 2014 for me has been a bit of an opportunity to catch up on things that I've wanted for years and years. This being one of them, some of the Jordan 6s that I picked up as well. But enough about that, let me stick these on feet and let you get. So there we go guys, this is the Air Trainer Huarache Premium Quick Strike in that Cement City or Concrete Jungle colourway. Very dope sneaker on feet, something that you don't really see a lot of people wearing as well. So if you want something that's a little bit different, then you should definitely cop these. Anyone who's familiar with my channel will know exactly what time it is right now. It's time that I grab my phone and jump into my shout out list. So I do have a little bit of a new list because I lost it once I transferred onto my new phone. But anyway, first and foremost it's Ike Bezel. The reason I do these videos, he was the one guy that told me just go ahead and do it. Jumpman Bostic, of course. Hess Kicks as well. Nightwing 2303 and Kick Genius. These are the two kind of premier guys when it comes to performance reviews in my opinion. Zaya X, that's Sugar OK, Just for Kicks 212, the Real Ray Ray 20, Street Gear NYC, the Nice Kicks, Sneaker Watch TV, Scoop 208, Mr. Fulmer Simpson, Yo Anti, and also his Kicks channel, Yo Anti Kicks, T Blake, Always Fresh Apparel, Jacques Slade, Bullet RC, We Are The Trend, DJ Ski on Ski TV, kicksonfire.com, Suicidal1, kicksonthecity.com, Swag On Haters Out, Sam Colt 12, TL Rick 72, Guns and Gloves, One Veracity, Optimus P517, Sticky 213, Blue Cheese, Mike X Fly, Eddie Wynn, and of course Jason Mark. So that concludes my shout out list for this video. If you do want to be added to the list, then drop a comment and ask kindly, and of course it can be done. Before I get out of here, don't forget to follow me on Instagram and also Twitter. My name is going to appear right here. It's at NathanCare20, so give me a follow on both of them. Use the hashtag SneakerFanWorldwide, NDD52 for myself and also the homie T Blake. Again, they're going to appear right here. I'll give you one final look at the Air Trainer Huarache Premium in this New York City, Cement City, Concrete Jungle colourway. Thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed this vid, then do leave a thumbs up, drop a like, drop a comment, subscribe to the channel. But without further ado, I'm going to wrap this up. And thanks very much for checking this out on the Air Trainer Huarache Premium vid. Peace out from Nate Doggy Dog 52.